One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first crack at it here. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up.
He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Runs through the tackle. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Hunt is on its way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Runs through a tackle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He's past the 30. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggies.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Quick step and go. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggies.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It is good! And the 3 ball gives us a tie. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Need. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Gets it to him on the screen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Rushes on him, and he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grab behind the line, it's Murphy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. It's caught downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Texas Aggies.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Gets away from one. Still on his feet. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, juke, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Find space on the right. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Turning it on! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Gonna swing it on second down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Trying to get it to the marker. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Quick spin on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. On the run, it's Murphy. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Need. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Powers through the defender. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They want that clock to run.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.